Perfect. So thank you so much for hopping on with Mindset with Millionaire Michi. I decided to do the call today since I missed yesterday due to personal reasons, but that's not an excuse to not continue showing up and do what it is that we have to do. So I just came into my heart to go ahead and preach this because I know I'm not the only one dealing with things of the old self, and we just gotta continue showing up and do our best. So at the end of the day, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. So the topic of today is stop being and start doing. And I don't know if I should just go ahead and transition into Spanish, but it's also deja de hacer y comienza a hacer. So stop being so passive about what you really want out of life and who you are and how you communicate. Stop being so passive and start showing up and doing what it is that you got to do. Why? Because if you continue to not do what you want, you're going to continue living the life that you don't want to live. So stop being and start doing, right? And God show up for you, right? God shows up for you. But you need to understand that he will show up in the level that you show up. So you got to be clear and direct in your life and what you want in your life. It's just how it would work. So if you have a desire of achieving something, you have to meet that level. So con lo que yo quiero dejar saber es que tú tienes que saber lo que tú quieres en esta vida. Dejar de tratar de hacer las cosas mínimas y hacer lo que tu corazón desea hacer. Y comenzar a enseñar y a vivir cada momento de tu vida con lo que tú quieres hacer y cómo tú quieres comunicarte. Entonces Dios te va a encontrar en el mismo nivel que tú estás mentalmente. So, si tú quieres adquirir algo en tu vida, tú tienes que conectarte en ese mismo nivel. Y si tú sabes lo que tú quieres, tú lo vas a lograr y lo vas a lograr, ¿entiendes? Y tienes que hacer el trabajo. So you have to be clear and be direct and putting in the work. You have to be clear what you want because it's not going to show up for you if you don't show up. So we have to stop playing minimum. We have to stop doing the little things, and we have to go ahead and do the big things, right? Because we can't say that we want to have so much success, but we don't show up, right? So speak only the things that you desire to attract. So comienza a hablar de las cosas que tú quieres atraer a tu vida. Tú tienes que comenzar a hablar y creer que ya está listo. ¿Por qué? Porque tú lo estás creyendo en tu mente antes de otra cosa. So you have to speak, right? Speak into that desire that you want to attract. That's how you're going to get it done, right? Your mind is a filter of what you speak, right? And it holds a powerful vibration to that detection of what you say, right? So you will attract the results of what you think, right? The results of what you think will come to light, right? And you have to be mindful that what you say is what you become. So recuérdate que tu mente es tan poderosa que si tú dices que tú lo vas a hacer, tú lo vas a lograr. Si tú no dices que no lo vas a lograr, no lo vas a lograr. So, tú tienes que saber lo que tú vas a decir de tu boca, porque lo que tú dices de tu boca se cumpla. So, one thing I could say is surround yourself with people that speaks good into this world. Really, it's so powerful how if you surround yourself with those people that don't want much in their life, you're gonna be the same in that same frequency. You have to be around those that want to succeed. You have to do the things that you want to do. You can't sit around and say God is gonna have my back, but you're not taking the action. You're not doing what it takes to do that. So you really got to surround yourself with people. You really got to be mindful of the words that you speak, because your words has a powerful vibration to the results that you will attract. And you have to fill your mind with beautiful ideas, right? You got to fill your mind with beautiful ideas, right? Because if you don't, you're going to attract that negativity. You're going to attract what you think. So, lo que yo estaba diciendo es que lo más mejor es alrededorarte de personas que tienen buena intención en hacer algo en esta vida o que quiere algo más de su vida. ¿Por qué? Porque tú llegas a ser con quien tú te ajuntas. So, si tú te ajuntas con alguien que no tiene tanto deseo de seguir adelante, tú no lo vas a tener tampoco. ¿Por qué? Porque tú siempre estás escuchando y mirando lo que esa persona hace, entonces tú vas a ser esa persona eventualmente. Entonces tú tienes que llenar tu mente con cosas bellas, maravillosas. ¿Por qué? Porque eso es lo que va a determinar tu resultado de tu vida. So it goes back to filling your mind with beautiful ideas, right? Focus on the good of every situation and make the best of the cards that you have been dealt with, right? You have to make every situation the best that you can. Not every situation is going to be the best, but you have to go with that mentality that I'm going to make it the best, even if it's not the best, right? It's how you look at things, it's how you think of things. So todo depende en cómo tú miras la situación. Si tú miras la situación con una negatividad, eso es lo que tú vas a tener. Tú tienes que mirar cada momento de tu vida, en cada situación de tu vida, con una mentalidad positiva. ¿Por qué? Porque eso va a determinar todo en tu vida. Tú vas y dices, esto pasó, déjame hacer mejor. ¿Entiende? Entonces, todo es de la manera que tú ves la cosa. So continue to pour into this good energy into your dreams. Continúa poniendo energía hacia ese sueño. ¿Por qué? Porque eso es lo que va a determinar lo que tú tengas en la vida. So, si tú no haces lo que tienes que hacer, no te moleste cuando no lo tengas. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros estamos tanto en la ilusión de tener, pero no cogemos las acciones de poder tener eso. So you have to continue to pour into good energy into your dreams. You have to do whatever it takes to get that done. So understand that miracle is going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen when you least expect it because you're not thinking much of it because you're doing the work. You're doing what you do what you have to, you're doing what it takes to get that done. So, cosas maravillosas van a pasar en tu vida cuando tú menos lo esperas. ¿Por qué? Porque tú no le estás dando tanta mente que cuándo y cómo. Tú estás haciendo lo posible y eso es saber lo que tú quieres, tomar acciones y quedarte enfocada en que tú lo vas a cumplir y yo te aseguro que lo vas a tener. Entonces, you have to be mindful of what you want. Take actions and go for it, right? Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. Go into a deep prayer of meditation and ask for it. Ask God for it, right? Because the power of your words, your heart and mind comes into a full union and goes beyond any limitations when you connect to the source. And that is to God and to your inner self, your higher self, right? Because you're speaking, right? You're using your powerful words and your high vibration to ask God and ask for something that you want, that your heart really desires. So you have to really go into a deep prayer and ask God to guide you, to heal you, to move you, right? Because that's how you're going to be able to get that, because you believe that it is possible that he could do it. So entiende que si tú quieres algo, pregúntaselo a Dios. Comienza a orar y meditar en lo que tú quieres. Entiende que la palabra que tú usas es tan poderosa y la mente y el corazón tuyo es lo que determina lo que tú vas a tener, porque tú crees que es posible. Entonces, tiene que entender que Dios va a hacer todo lo posible para que se cumpla, porque Él tiene el control de todo y con Él todo es posible. Entonces, tú tienes que saber, tú tienes que creer que es posible, right? You got to believe that it is possible and understand that what is spoken in the spirit always manifests in the physical. So you got to be mindful that if you are in tune with yourself, if you sing to yourself, I'm gonna get this done, you're gonna get it done, because your spirit self already affirmed it before you got it into the physical. You have to believe it, that it is possible. You need to believe that you can and you will attain that, right? And remind yourself,
what you say is what you will attract, what you will receive. So be mindful of your words, your heart, and your mind, right? Because everything aligns to limiting yourself, right? But you got to keep believing. Sigue creyendo, porque lo que tú crees en espiritual lo vas a manifestar físicamente. Tú tienes que entender que todo es mental. Si tú dices que lo vas a tener, lo vas a tener. Si tú dices que no, no lo vas a tener. So tú tienes que creer en ti mismo y creer que Dios lo puede hacer. So understand that your best is not yet written, and you gotta reveal that, right? You have to work on making your story come true. Like, you're gonna say to yourself, damn, I made it happen, right? Because you're working every single day. You're keeping yourself up, positive on the things that you're gonna achieve. Keep yourself up, keep going, right? Keep going, right? And do not focus on the voices of the past, of the tough chapters that took you back. Don't focus on that, because again, what you focus on is what you will attract. So understand that you got to keep going. So entiende que lo mejor todavía no se ha escrito. Tú tienes que seguir con la mentalidad positiva y seguir adelante. ¿Por qué? Porque tú no puedes permitir que la mente tuya negativa del pasado o las situaciones del pasado determine lo que tú vas a tener hoy. Tú tienes que seguir adelante. Can you guys hear me on Zoom? Because you're acting up. Yeah, I see. But you could hear me, that's what matters, because we can't allow this to stop with the message. I guess this is really a powerful message. So you have to believe that it is possible. You have to tell yourself that you're going to believe in yourself and believe that God can make it happen, right? And not listen to those voices from the past and those chapters that hold you back, right? Keep your eyes on the prize and believe in your greatness. So cree en el premio, cree en tu potencia, cree que tú lo puedes tener. Porque todo en tu vida determina de cómo tú piensas en ti, si tú piensas que lo puedes adquirir. So, enfócate en el premio, en creer en ti mismo, porque yo sé que tú vas a tener lo que Dios tiene para ti, pero tú tienes que creer primero antes de todo, right? So, Ephesians 3:20 says, now to him who is able to immeasurably more than what we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. So understand that when you go to God and ask, he can do immeasurably more according to his power and the work within us. God can do so much, but you got to really believe. You got to stop being that old person and start doing what it is that you want. Your life is not going to change if you don't change. So you got to really put in the work. And I have to come here to remind you guys that time is ticking and we got to take action. We got to take action because time is going to continue flying. And we got to be mindful of, let's stop wishing and let's start doing. Let's stop saying and let's start doing, right? Because you could say, oh, I want to have this. I want to have this dream body. I want to have this amount of money. But if you don't believe in that, you're not going to attain it. If you can't believe that it is possible, it's just going to be it's not a dream in reality. Dream is you're going to make it happen regardless. So understand that. Continue to ask God to guide you and to give you the tools and the energy and the mindset to achieve the things that you want in this world, because he can do mercifully more. And he could do more than what we can imagine. So remember always that verse, Ephesians 3:20, right? Remember always about that now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than what we ask or can imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. So another thing in Psalm 107 verse 1 is, Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Always give thanks, because his mercy is he's always loving, caring, and forgiving. He don't have to forgive us, but he chooses to forgive us. He don't have to love us. He chooses to love us because he knows that we are not able to understand the level of his understanding. But once we submit and understand and surrender that he isn't the one in control, that God can do the impossible, that with him, everything will come to light. With him, everything is possible. So the truth is in Jesus. You have to believe and you have to seek and you got to do what it is that he wants you to do in this world. And without him, nothing is possible. As I go through my journey of really like learning with myself and learning about him and preaching about him, I'm understanding that what this world has is not sufficient to what he can give me, because he could give me more than anything else in this world. And I got to keep reminding myself that you have to really understand that everything else is temporary and all he is internal. So you have to continue to seek him and ask him to guide you into the path, because it's so easy to sin. It's so easy to get distracted because we're human, and in the flesh is stronger than our spirit, because we're not in tune with him. We are not spiritually connected with him. So we allow ourselves to get distracted with what's going on in the physical. And we don't take the time to really be connected and strong-minded in the spiritual world, right? And understand that God will never send you in a situation alone. He goes before you, he stands beside you, and he walks behind you. And you got to walk in victory and understand that what he's doing in your life has a meaning. And if you don't understand right now, you're gonna come to the understanding of what it is that he's doing in your life. And you got to continue seeking him even if you feel lost. You got to continue seeking him even if you're confused. You got to continue seeking him even if you're in pain. You got to continue seeking him even if you're not happy. Continue seeking him, and he's gonna guide you to where you're supposed to be. Right? Because when you ask, you gotta ask with faith and ask and know that he's gonna do the most emotional thing that you need. But you gotta really take the time and take time for him, and take the time to pray, and take the time to ask, right? And understand that once you continue to give your life to him and continue to understand of him, your life is gonna be more at peace, and you're gonna feel everything flow, right? Because you're not fighting so much to fight that old self, right? We all in a situation right now, even myself, that I'm fighting my own self. But once I understand that if I give my life to him and I understand that what he's doing in my life is for myself, for me to grow, I got to continue letting things flow. But I got to be mindful and aware of what he's doing, right? And take the actions to get things done, and not let him and not think that he's going to get things done for me without me doing anything. You got to put it in the work. You got to take action. If you want to change your life, you got to change your mind. You want things to be different this 2023, you got to do what it takes. And until you get uncomfortable, you will never understand that. Until you see your family not changing, until you see your family doing the same thing, you're going to have to be the one taking the action. Why? Because no one else is going to do it but you. And understand that at the end of the day, you got to want it more. You got to want it more than anybody else. You're going to want it more to succeed. But if you don't think that, you're not going to get that. So it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be a little like new, and it's okay. But understand that you got to do whatever it takes to get it done. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you got to believe in yourself. And that's what this call is about. Believe in yourself. And thank you. My favorite color is blue, so I got to shine with it. But I want you guys to remind yourself that these 5 keys of fruit life. And that is: carry no offense in your heart. No hate, no grudge, no jealousy in your heart, right? 2, celebrate other people's victories. When you celebrate other people's victory, God is going to bless you immeasurably, right? 3, know that you are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You guys might be thinking that, why I do these calls, I don't get paid for this. But in reality, I just do it because I want to do it. I love doing it. I don't do it with no other intention. I just do it to really pour into people that needs to hear it. And God is going to continue putting me in a situation that is uncomfortable so that I could go ahead and teach other people and show them the way and be a testimonial to other people's life. So in reality, I do these calls because it makes me feel better as an individual. And I'm doing something that God wants me to do. So at the end of the day, some people might understand and some people might or might not, but I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm doing this for myself and for God. So 4, do not allow fear or control to rule your life. Don't let that dictate your life. Let go of the fear, let go of the control, wanting to have control of everything. And 5, pursue Jesus in art, right? Pursuing to want to know him, pursuing to want to seek him, pursuing to want to pray, like pursue it, right? And understand that tomorrow needs to become today. Do not wait for tomorrow to be great. Do what you need to do today to be that, right? Being great requires consistent effort and make every moment count. So you gotta do what it takes to achieve that desire. Stop limiting yourself and start showing up for the person that you want to be. Start showing up for those that you love, because God made you special. God placed you in your family, in that loved person life, to help that person in the moment of difficulty, to show them the way to break generational curse. And as I'm growing as an individual, I'm understanding that I was really brought into this world for a reason, to do something that it might be seems too little to you, but it might seem big to me. And that is to really teach my family that anything is possible once you believe in yourself and you believe in God. That you gotta do in the work, you gotta show up so that other people could lead and follow, right? And do what it is that you're doing, but in their timing. Everybody has a different purpose and meaning in this world, but you got to go ahead and figure out what it is. So you owe it to yourself to do all the things that you dream of. You owe it to yourself. You can't expect the next person to dream it for you and do it for you, but you got to do that yourself, right? You got to go ahead and do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Do it. Do it for yourself. You owe it for yourself. If you show up for yourself, you're going to show up for everybody else. The way you do one thing, the way you do everything, and one thing affects everything else. So remind yourself that always, I owe it to myself to be the greatest version of myself. I owe it to myself to show up every single day. I owe it to myself to love and believe in myself. I owe it to myself, right? Once you do that, you're going to continue to achieve that. And how to win in life? You work hard, you complain less, you listen more, you try, learn, and grow. Right? Don't let people tell you it can't be done. Don't let people's insecurity stop you from getting your greatness to be the better version of yourself, because they can't see it themselves. And last, do not make no excuses. Get it done. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 2 minutes, at least you tried. But continue doing that, because little results, little steps, little habits goes into bigger results, right? And the more you do it, the more you see the results. Like, damn, I worked out 5 seconds ago or 5 minutes ago. I'm feeling better. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right? You gotta train your mind to really do the things that you want to do and attract the things that you want to attract. And understand that God woke you up today for a reason. There's no reason why he didn't wake you up. Like, don't think that it didn't happen. There's a reason to it. And you have to continue figuring it out every single day. Like, damn, God, like, you woke me up today. What is it I got to do? Guide me, deliver me today to what it is that I need. And he's going to guide you. You got to continue praying. Pray as is a way to tell someone that I love you. You easy tell someone that you love, I love you. So to make it use it as the same concept as, my Lord, please, I need you. My Lord, please guide me. right? And you got to be mindful of it. You got to be mindful of the things that he's showing you. So do not get discouraged and stay strong, right? God's going to open new doors and opportunity for you. Your time is coming up. Your time is coming, and do not worry. Do not worry. Just stop being that old version of yourself and stop limiting yourself and start showing up as the person that you want to be, right? God made you so that you can come into this world and do something that this world need. And that is your gift, your love, and your purpose that you carry inside. But once you decide that within yourself that you came to this world to do something, and then you decide that you want to do something for your life, is when your life is going to start changing. Why? Because you started to think differently. You believe that you can and you will achieve the things that you want, right? So stop limiting yourself and start living in your purpose. Live in your purpose and show up. Just show up for yourself. You owe it to yourself. You don't owe it to nobody. Life keeps going. People are only focusing on themselves. People do not focus on what can they do for you. So do not expect that, right? Do not expect anything in return. Just give yourself the opportunity to live and do what you love and do something for yourself. And everything else will follow and flow, right? So everything that you need lives in God's presence, like I said earlier, right? Understand that without God, nothing is possible. So you have to continue to live in his presence, because he is going to guide you, and he is going to fill our cup every single day with that love that we need within ourselves. So understand that if you worrying about how this person can make me feel or what this person could do, you're always going to chase something empty. You're always going to chase after something that is not going to ever fulfill you. But once you give your life to Christ and say to yourself, how can God help me fulfill myself and fill myself with joy and love that he could give me, then you're going to live in your purpose. So that's something that I encourage you guys to do. Corinthians 2nd, chapter 5, verse 17, right? It says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is in a new creation, and the old has gone, the new has come. Once you allow God to guide you, he's going to take off the old and bring the new. Psalm 100, verse 5, right? For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures for all generation, right? I hope you guys can hear me. So understand that the Lord is so good that his mercy is everlasting, and the truth endures for all generation, right? How long ago Jesus was born, and still he's showing up for our life each and single day, every single day. So his mercy is everlasting, and that's what we need, right? And I want you guys to affirm this every single day and speak into this every single day. Even when you're going through something, remind yourself of this affirmation, right? I will direct my attention, my focus, my time towards what expands me, helps me evolve and grow on all levels. I am choosing my mental wellness. I am choosing love and happiness. I am constantly growing and learning and owing my greatness from this moment on. You affirm this every single day, you're going to attract the things that you want. You're going to be in tune with that higher self of yourself, right? And you're going to come out to the top. Watch what happens to you and for you, right? It will seem like a miracle out of this world when it all comes together, and you got to be ready for it. Be ready for it, because it's coming, right? When you were giving a vision, act on it. When signs are shown, listen to it, right? Because there are so many ways you're being guided to your greatest self. And the most of the nudge and clues comes in subtle ways. And that requires you to pay attention and follow through, right? Pay attention and follow through, act and listen, right? Listen and act, right? Because God has your back. God has your back, and understand that he goes with you, beside you, behind you, everything. God is always with you. And focus on the mission and starve your distraction. Starve your distraction, because that's just what's stopping us to get closer to our goals. That is what's stopping us from doing what it is that we want to do, because we're so we are giving our focus to the distraction instead of starving it, right? And staying focused on the mission. And that's something that I have learned this weekend. When you get distracted, you're not going to stay focused on your mission. But when you're focused on your mission, you're starving your distraction. So I hope that your distraction is not as worthy as your mission, right? That you're able to cut it off and you're able to focus on the things that you're supposed to do and get it done. Let's stop wasting our time getting distracted and let's start focusing on the things that we're supposed to do. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, do it. Whatever it is that you want, achieve it. Focus on it, right? Because it is possible. You're going to have a miracle life. You're going to have blessings. You're going to have things get done in your life once you're focusing on the mission of your life. Once you start focusing on what is that God wants you to do, and then allow the distraction leaves on its own. When you're focusing on what you're supposed to do, you're going to get that. So let's hope that you're gonna do this every single day. Let's pray that you're gonna do it. Pray and say to yourself, I'm gonna stay focused on what God wants me to do and accomplish in this world, and I'm gonna start my distractions. Because my distraction is not going to get me to where I want to be. My distraction is not going to help me be the best version of myself. My distraction is not going to help me retire my parents. My distraction is not going to help me live in the life that I want to live and have my car, my dream, and live in the mansion, right? It's not going to get done. But once you stay focused on what you're supposed to get done, you're going to get it done. And I hope that this call encourages you to go ahead and start today, because you're not supposed to wait for tomorrow. Do it today. Become that person today. Start with yourself today. You owe it to yourself to get that dream done, right? And I want you guys to repeat this affirmation every single day. Repeat it daily, right? Go back and rewatch this and write it down. And I'm also going to go ahead and say this self-talk motivation that I do every single morning. But this one is also good, right? I will remain focused on my goals and God. Even if I have the moment of difficulty, I will not give up. Right? If I know success comes with consistency, I know that I will make it. Things will get better, right? No problem or challenges will stop me. Everything I deserve is coming my way. I am vibrating on a higher level to attract and achieve my desires and goals by taking action to match it. Repeat this every single day, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get closer to that goal. You're going to get closer to that person. Stop limiting yourself and stop showing up. Start showing up for yourself. Remind yourself every single day what you want to accomplish. Set an intention and show up and do the work, and everything else will follow. Right? Everything else will follow. And the affirmation that I speak every single day, which I have shared with you guys before, and I have posted in the chat, in the channel, is from Shad Helmster. What to say when you talk to yourself. I encourage you guys to get this book. It's a great book to change your perspective, to believe in yourself and talk positively, right? Your words are powerful. So you guys could also go to my Amazon storefront. It's also on my Instagram, and you could get the book as well. So it says this, right? I could do anything I believe I can do. I got it, and every day I get more of it. I have talent, skills, and abilities. I set goals and I reach them. I know what I want in life, and I go after and I get it. People like me and I feel good about myself. I have a sense of pride in who I am. I believe in myself. Nothing seems to stop me. I have a lot of determinations. I turn problems into advantages. I find possibility in things that other people never give a chance. I have a lot of energy. I am very alive. I enjoy life, and I can tell, and so can others. I keep myself up, looking ahead and liking it. I know that I can accomplish anything I choose, and I refuse to let anything negative hold me back or stand in my way. I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. I have strength, power, conviction, and confidence. And I like challenges, and I meet them head on, face to face today, especially. I am on top of the world, and I'm going for it. I have a clear picture in my mind of what I want. I can see it in front of me. I know what I want. I know how to get it. I know that it's all up to me. I know I could do it. Roadblocks don't bother me. They just means that I'm alive and running, and I'm not going to stand still for anything. I trust myself. I got what it takes. Plenty of it. I know how to use it. Today, more than ever, today, I am unstoppable. I got myself together and I'm getting more together every day. And today, look out, where here I come. Limitations, I don't recognize them as limitation. There's no challenge I can conquer. There's no wall I can climb over. There's no problem I can't defeat and turn around and make it work for me. I stand tall, honest, and sincere, and I like to deal with people and they like me. I think well, I think clearly. I am organized and in control of myself and everything about me. I call my shots and no one has to call them for me. I never blame anyone else for the circumstances of my life. I accept my failures and move past them as easily as accept the rewards for my victory. I never demand perfection of myself, but I expect the very best of what I have to give, and that's what I get. I never give myself excuses. I get things on time and in the right way. And today, I have the inner strength to do more than ever. I am an exceptional human being. My goals and my critical belief in myself turn my goal into reality. I believe in them like I believe in myself, and that belief is so strong that there's nothing that can diminish my undefeatable spirit. You do this, right? You listen to this affirmation, you read it, right? Every single day, you're gonna believe those words. You're gonna believe in yourself, and it's gonna give you that push and that motivation to go ahead and get it done. So I hope and I pray and I encourage you guys to take action. Take action today and go ahead and get it done. Go ahead and do the things that you want to do and want to accomplish in this world, right? It's never too late, but do not wait for the time to be perfect to start. The time will never be right, right? You got to start and believe in yourself. That's the first thing I could say. You got to believe in yourself and you got to think that it is possible and that you can and you will achieve it. But you got to believe in yourself. You got to show up and say to yourself, today I'm going to get it done. Today I got to do it for me. Today I got to do it. I got to do it for me so that I could do it for my family. But I encourage you guys to take action and to love and believe in yourself and to trust and be in God's presence, because everything in your life happens for a reason, and you might not know now, but you're going to know later on. Just show up, be that person, and love yourself. I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. Continue to seek God, and God will continue to love and give you all of his to help you become that person that you're supposed to become. I pray that you guys stay focused on the mission and you cut off all the distraction. Show up to the person that you're supposed to be and be the best version of yourself and do your best every single day. Have a blessed Sunday, guys. Love you guys. My pleasure. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoy it.